Just saying, Liverpool versus Bournemouth, match rater, and it's me, Ash Wilding, back in the live with you. I want to see who's in here. How are we feeling? We are live right now discussing this 9-0 drubbing. The Reds feel like they're back. This was the perfect way to answer those critics. We are back. We're going to run through the match rater, every player on the team, from goalkeeper to the 5 substitutes, because this is the match rater and this is Kloppzone. Let's go. Liverpool, Liverpool, Liverpool. Come on, this is what it is. Look at the scoreline. Right. 9-0. Liverpool rocking the biggest victory in Premier League history, joint top record. Why couldn't we get 10? Look, no, wrong way. Match rater, 10. Why couldn't we get 10, Liverpool? Come on. But let's see what the comments are saying. Who've we got in board this evening? We've got Sean Dock in the house. How's Sean Dock? Sean Dock, hope you're feeling well. We've got Cave Gahuri saying, woohoo! Let's go, says Paul Donnelly. Woohoo! Says Miles. Sean Dock, don't need to sign. Yeah, I'm not saying it because you said it and you tried to trick me. I'm not saying it. But look, let's give everyone a good rating. What we're going to do is go through the team. We're going to give everybody ratings. Doesn't have to be a good rating. It's going to be an honest rating. But all you need to do as your entry to this show is up there, look at it. Hit like and subscribe because you're going to be missing out. There's so many shows that we're going to be bringing you. So please hit like, subscribe to the show because we're going to go in this evening. Your comments mean a lot. Speaking about comments, let's get to them. Reduce some points for Mo, it says. I think so. Who would have thought Liverpool would ever score 9 goals in a Premier League game and Mo Salah not be on the score sheet? Now, that's a stat that you will want to throw out there in some pointless trivia later down the line in your life. There's something that the cup want you to know. Best in the world today, Bobby Firmino. A number 9. Come on, Bobby. Si, senor. Oh, wow. No one expected that. No, they did not. Wish I captained Diaz or Haaland instead of Mo. Do you know what I mean? Mo Salah, my fantasy league captain this week, done me dirty. It should have been the perfect day. Should have been the perfect 10. Mo should have got the 10th. Should have been the perfect 10 for both Liverpool, for myself, and everything else. But this is a great captain. I captained Trent. We knew Trent was going to bounce back. I was asking for Trent to have a rest. You were asking for Trent to have a rest. But, do you know what? Trent got the job done. Great performance from him. But we will say, against a Bournemouth team that perhaps weren't the strongest opposition, but a perfect game to stamp our authority because 9 goals is nothing to be sniffed at. Yes, this match was a redemption for some players. Virgil, Bobby, Trent, so true. Wanted to see double digits. So much going on. James even hates Fantasy Premier League. Fantasy Premier League hates you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Fantasy Premier League will be popping off this week with a 9-goal thriller. Great to see Fabio Carvalho, Harvey Elliott on the score sheet. Just as Sean Dock said, we needed this win as well from Mohamed Al-Hawash. We needed it so bad for our morale. It's got my morale up. Hopefully it gets your morale up. You're going to stay in with me for the next half an hour or so. We're going to go through. We're going to rate the players. I'm going to write it up in the comments. You give me your rating for the players But first of all, let's break the game down in numbers. So let's take a look at the stats for the game today from Liverpool. Here he is, si, senor, pass the ball to Bobby and he will score. Oh, yes. So here we have Bobby Firmino, but we have Liverpool stats for the game today. We had 19 shots. Now, we've seen that in recent weeks. We have seen Liverpool having a high number of shots, but it's the percentages that matter. And today, 12 shots on target, 9 goals, only 3 of them not going in. Unbelievable stats, great percentages, 675 passes, 86% pass completion rate, and 71% possession. I'll leave those there for a second. Look at those stats because we need to bask in them. And it's about time too. It's about time that we bossed possession. We had great stats, great percentages, and it equaled a big scoreline because that's what we've been looking for at Liverpool. So much to talk about today, including formations, including different players, individual performances, debut goals, and much, much more. But what I will say is I appreciate everybody up in the comments. Sean saying, what's up, Sean saying, Luke Chambers. Everybody get involved with each other in the comments. Exceptional press saying Shabuka Qatar Punch. You know what? These names are trying to catch me out with these names. You're trying to catch me out, but it's unbelievable to have you win. The only thing you have to do is hit that like, hit subscribe, because we want to get to where we want to be so we can bring the best content for you, the fans, the followers. So let's get into the game. Let's get into the player ratings. Before we do, one of our very own. I'm more happy for Carvalho than I am the score. So happy he got a goal today, says G. Do you know what? It's not often we see G happy, so we'll take that. We'll take some happiness just for you, G, keeping it G. Yes, we will. We're happy about the score. 9-0 to the Reds. The Reds revival returns. Come on. Now my spirits are a bit higher. Now bring me a midfielder because that will take me through the roof and the season is back on. Unbelievable from the Red Men. So let's go through the team then. Let's pick out some highlights. Before we do that, let's choose our player of the game. So let me write it in the comments. I want you to choose who was your man of the match today. So let me know in the comments. I put Mom. Mom isn't the one. It's MOTM. Come on, sort yourself out. Who was your man of the match today? I'm going to pull up my 4 performers who I think competed for the man of the match. I feel like we need a few more sound effects in here, don't we? So let me pull these up. Let me give them a heroes entrance. Woo! It's Bobby, Elliot, Diaz, and Trent. Man of the match battle. So, who do you think? These were my 4-star performers today. Elliot, I thought, was sensational in the first half before he went off, pulling so many strings. But I want to know who you think was man of the match today. So let me get in here. Let me have a look what people are saying about star performers today. We've got Diaz. We've got Bobby Firmino. We've got Bobby again from James. We've got Diaz again. Diaz and Firmino saying Mohamed. We've got our number 9, pass the ball, he'll score every time, says German Martinez. Latif saying Bobby. Latif back in the building. You regular followers, big up yourselves. Ellie's coming back in the show. Latif, so many of you. Sean Dock, Luke Chambers, everybody, thank you so much for jumping in. Get involved in the comments. This show is for you. We're going to be rating the players. I want your ratings as well. Bobby getting an overwhelming amount. Miles, Luke Chambers. We've got to give it to Signore. Do you know what? We've got to give it to Signore, my boy. The biggest page on Instagram. Liverpool goals. Hey. Ash the man. We did it, Leo. We did it. Yes, we did. Hit that like. I just did. Thank you so much. Leo, we got the 9-0. This is the statement performance we wanted. All you Mancunians last week giving it the big I am about Trashford. This is what we wanted. A 9-0 drubbing. It might be against Bournemouth, But we're back on. The wheels are back on the Liverpool buzz. But let's not forget, let's pack the squad now. While we're at our best, let's pack this squad. Let's get us nice and plump. Just like that turkey that's ready for Christmas. Let's get this squad nice and plump, ready for a title challenge. And then we can feast at the end of the season and get that trophy that we all want, the Premier League, because I feel like today's a statement to say, don't sleep on Liverpool. Never sleep on Liverpool. What a response. This is the one. Unbelievable. When Bobby at his best, Liverpool are at the best. This is completely true. When Liverpool and Bobby Firmino click, there's no team like us. And this is why it upset me a little bit. I've said it all week, and I have been negative. I'm not going to lie. I've been negative. I've been asking for midfielders, asking for questions from Klopp, asking for answers from the club. But one thing I have not done is slated Bobby, because Bobby deserves our respect. I've said all week, I don't want Bobby this season to get so much criticism, to be the scapegoat for Liverpool's lack of performances, just because Nunes headbutted somebody, Jota's injured. Bobby stepped in today and been sensational. And as my James says, never, ever, ever write Bobby off, because Luke Chambers put in the stats in the building. 3 assists, 2 goals. Bobby absolutely bossed it. Leo, the passion's back. Do you know why? I've not had the passion all week because I've been glum. My passion comes back when Liverpool start winning games. Tonight, Liverpool have dominated and showed effortless class. This is why the passion's back. This is what the club do to me. This is what Liverpool Football Club is all about. Let's break it down then. Let's start with Alisson Becker. So we've got Alisson Becker in the comments. Give me your match rating for Alisson Becker. We're going to go straight through it. We're going to go from number 1 to number 16. 16 players played today. We're going to go straight through. So give me your rating today for Alisson Becker out of 10, because that performance from the team was sensational. Alisson might even be the lowest rated, you know. Alisson might be the lowest rated just because he didn't have to do much. 8, James is giving Alisson. Ali didn't have to do much. Exactly, Paul. He didn't have to do much. Passion is shown, win, loss, or draw. Obviously, it's a different passion when you lose. That's so true. Passion is there. You could see my passion this week in my anger, in my frustration. You don't get frustrated if you don't care about this club. If we're not performing well, you won't get frustrated because you won't care. But we're frustrated, and this is what we've been trying to say all week. We have been so frustrated by the performances of Liverpool, so the passions come out, and today it's been a release. It's been so nice. Miles is saying 7 for Alisson Becker's rating. Gave a 10, says Leo. I gave a 10 to the entire team. Sorry if I'm a bit biased. Do you know what it is? You're not biased because that was an unbelievable performance from the Reds. If any performance deserves a 10 for everybody, it's this one. I'll give this performance a 10 for everybody. Latif saying 8 for Alisson, 7. 7 from Anfield Analytics. Again, big up Anfield Analytics. We're going to be bringing you some unbelievable coverage of today's game. Make sure you tune in on Tuesday night. We're going to be doing a preview of the Newcastle game, breaking down videos and stats from today's game, focusing on the man himself. Si, senor. Pass the ball to Bobby and he will score. I feel like we need like some little salsa music going on or something. We need something to dance to. Si, senor. Okay, Bobby. We see you, Bobby. 7 for Ali. Not about how much you do. It's about what you do. So true. Now, this is the one. The next 2 fixtures, they're going to be spicy fixtures. So lock yourselves in. If Liverpool come out with good performances in these 2 games, that is well and truly season underway. So let's move on to the next player. Let's get Trent up in here. Trent Alexander-Arnold. I've put it in the comments. Let's give ratings now for Trent Alexander-Arnold, the Scouser in our team. Now, there's been a lot of criticism about Trent this week. So much criticism coming in from fans, coming in from pundits, saying that Trent can't defend. We cannot defend Trent's defending in the past few games. I give you all that. But what we need to acknowledge is Trent's ability on the ball. Today, I've never seen Trent as sharp as he looked today. His ability on the ball was unbelievable. 9, saying Luke Chambers. 9, saying Mohamed Al-Hawaj. Paul Donnelly giving him a 9. 8 for Sean Dock. 8.5 from Miles. Trent proving the doubters wrong. 100%. Trent strapped in today. He locked in. He engaged that right foot. It's like, when you Call of Duty, you're getting that arsenal together. You know what I mean? You're packing out your war chest. Trent knew, I'm packing that right boot today that's got that heat seeker on it. And he had the heat seeker locked, loaded, ready to go. And Bournemouth were just going down like flies. Pew, 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 pew. Trent, my guy. He blasted that goal. Woo! We've not even spoken about the goal yet. That goal is Trent's ability in a nutshell to strike the ball, to be positive, to get forward. This is why if Trent just switched on defensively, we would have the best right back, one of the best right backs in footballing history on our hands. This is why Trent must know that if he could just switch on that little bit more in defence, we're looking at one of the best right backs we've ever seen in world football because technically, ability-wise, second to none. We're just looking for that little bit of defensive security. Trent actually ran today. You know what I mean? I seen him run. I seen that little, those little dreadlocks. I seen him boing, 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 boing. I seen him bouncing up and down when he was chasing Kiefer Moore. He loved that though. Do you know what? Trent loved that foot race because he knew he was faster than Kiefer Moore and he wanted to show off. Because Trent, you'll all have to agree with it. Trent's got that arrogance about him. He's got that, watch. I'm going to out-sprint you. Same with the passes. You've got to have that. To have that ability that Trent's got to whip those balls, to score those goals like Trent scored today, you've got to have that arrogance. And I love a bit of arrogance about players, especially when they're on my team. If they're on other teams, I might give you a bit of stick. But on Liverpool's team, I love the arrogance. Trent was much better defensively today. I thought he was. I thought there were still opportunities. If Bournemouth had faster players, if they had more players with technical ability in the team, I think we would have seen Trent a little exposed at times. But what I will say is Gomez and Trent were very switched on again today. But Trent was a little bit better defensively. I will give him that. A 9 for Trent. Stopped spamming crosses. Thank you. Nice, short, sharp passes. Long balls when you need to play long balls. Whipped into the box when they need to be whipped in the box. Great performance from Trent. I've got to admit, Trent is probably, if you look at it from a footballing perspective, Trent today was probably man of the match. Some of those deliveries, some of those balls, plus that goal from outside the box, he was probably unplayable for most left backs and left wingers today. But Bobby Firmino was electric. Diaz was electric. So many players across the pitch were electric. What I want you to do, give me your ratings for the back four. So I want your ratings for the back four. So for Trent, for Gomez, for Van Dijk, and for Robbo. Give me your ratings for the back four. I'm going to pin it up here. Give me your ratings for the back four today because it was a nice defensive team display. And I think they'll be glad going in with that clean sheet as well. Much needed, much deserved. They'll be so glad that they went in with the clean sheet. So give me a rating for everyone across the back four. Whilst you're giving me a rating for everyone from the back four, I just want to say big up to everybody that is in the comments. Really appreciate you jumping in today. If you've been over on Instagram, we are now jumping over to YouTube. So make sure you tune in every single time. Hit subscribe, hit like, hit the notifications because we're going to be bringing you at least 2 shows per day. We are non-stop. We are ready to bring you the best Liverpool content across social media. So make sure you are locked in. Let's get some of these scores. Mr. James, the brain. Trent 9, Gomez 8, VVD 8, Robbo 7.5. Love that. I think that is spot on. I think that's nail on the head. Maybe Verge 8.5 just because of the goal. But that's more or less spot on for me. Same with Latif. Trent 9, Gomez 8, Virgil 8, Robbo 8. All a 9, saying I can't argue with all 9s. One thing I will say is I don't think Robbo was quite at the races. Robbo, again, in those areas when he had chances, I don't want to say indecisive, just not executing things the way that we would expect him to execute things in those clinical areas. So I can't really give Robbo a high rating. 7.5 is about right. Defensively very strong. Energy was there again. Passion, desire. But what I will say, passion and desire is easy to have when you're playing against the Bournemouth. Let's see what we do against Newcastle. Wednesday night at the Geordies. In fact, Wednesday night, let's see. Let's just see when we face the Geordies. I want to see that because they're up for it this time. Trent 8, Gomez 7, Virgil 8, Robbo 8. Can't argue with that. Let's move on to the midfield then. This is what I wanted to say about Robbo as well. He messed up the header in front of goal. That header in front of the goal, I don't know what that was, but yeah, he did. He messed the header up. He really did. It is James. It's at Anfield as well. We welcome Newcastle to Anfield under the lights. They don't want to know. This is a chance to get our season back underway. Today, Wednesday, then again at the weekend. 3 games in the space of a week. Let's go. Let's go. Bring it on. I'm excited again. The fire's back in my belly. I just want Wednesday to come now. Just bring it along. Hopefully some new signings as well. Whoa! It's turned. See what I mean? A result like this can turn everybody's feelings around. It's not to say we're not still questioning certain things, but feelings. That's what Liverpool base the results, base the being off. They base it off feeling, passion, support from the fans. We've got that back. So let's push now. Let's get behind the team. Let's give them respect for this performance. Let's forget about what's come before, but let's ask some questions. Let's make sure we get someone in. Let's make sure we pack this. Let's make sure that we get enough players around this squad of quality so we can go on a run. Because this league is wide open this season. Don't even get me excited, Mohammed. Just imagine Elise surprise signing. Oh my. Imagine. Don't get me excited. Stop it. Stop it. Because look, Liverpool goals, he's already saying it. I love an excited Ash. I'm too excited, people. Do you know what I mean? We can't wait to do this. Can't wait as I really get to go to Anfield. Yes, our boy Leo at Anfield. Liverpool goals. We love you, boy. We love you, Leo. Let's go on to midfield then. Let's rate our midfield. Let's go. Fabinho, Hendo, Elliott, first half midfield. Give them a rating. Let's have a look. There's some comments flying in already, so let me pin them up. I want everybody who's in here now. You've got 3 things to do, okay? Your first thing is to hit like. There's no excuse not to. You can still listen to me and hit like. Hit that like button. The second thing you need to do, hit subscribe, because that will be so welcoming. It would make me feel so warm and fuzzy inside, you know, like Shrek and Donkey. In the morning, I'm making waffles. I'm going to make waffles in the morning because I'm not happy about today's result. I'm going to do it, Trent. I'm going to do it. Let's give the ratings. This is what Liverpool do to me, people. Midfield ratings. We've got Fab, Hendo. We've got Fab 8, Hendo 7.5, Elliott 9. Elliott. Let's break this down a little bit. Keep your ratings coming in. I want to break this down a little bit. Harvey Elliott in that first half was everything that we've been asking for. Everything formation-wise, tactical-wise, expression, passion, awareness, everything Elliott had that we expect from him that we know he's got. And you know why? Because Fabinho and Hendo played as a double pivot and gave Elliott the freedom. He set up as if he was going to play on the right-hand side of midfield. Where did we end up seeing Elliott? Left-hand side of midfield. Feeding in Robbo, feeding in Diaz. Right-hand side of midfield, popping up left-footed goal. That goal, by the way, first-time finish. That's what we've been seeing in pre-season. That's the Elliot we know. That's the Elliot that next game might come and give a dink over the keeper. You know the one. This is what we want. We've been asking for Klopp to do this. Support Elliot and let him have freedom. If you want to put the future on him, if you want to make him number 19, if you hope to give him the number 10 next season, if you want to do this, give him that freedom. And it's not just Elliot, because do you know what? We've got Sean Dutt saying it was great to see Carvalho score his first goal and in front of the Kop. Carvalho as well. Let's start basing the team now around a double pivot. Let's play 4-2-3-1. It makes sense. It helps Bobby so much more. It gives those central attacking midfield players a bit more freedom. It lets Diaz and Salah have a bit more freedom as well, because there's cover for Trent and Robertson. It makes so much sense. We've got to do it. And I hope we keep that up for the next game, because if we don't, we're going to be talking about same old again. But we're not now, because we won 9-0. Just wait. In fact, I need a tape call, because, yeah, I did say it. We won 9-0. Oh, come on, you Reds. 9. No one expected this today. People saying we were going to draw. Yeah, you know who you were, G. You know who you were, G, keeping it G. Yes, Roms, you know who you were. You expected some draws in there today, but we came out. We played the way we should do. Hopefully, when Nunes is back in the team, like Mohamed's saying, 4-2-3-1, that would be perfect. Even with Jota in the team, 4-2-3-1. But let me see what you're saying about these midfield performances. Paul Donnelly, Mr. Donners, he said, Fab 8, Hendo 7.5, Elliot 9. Completely agree. I'd even go as far as Elliot 9.5 in that first half. I thought he was unplayable. I thought Bournemouth couldn't pick him up. He was picking up great spaces, making the right decisions. Unbelievable. Fab 8, Hendo 7.5, Elliot 8.5 from Latif. We've got Mr. James the Brain, Fab 8, Hendo 8, Elliot 9.5. I love that one. We've got Fab 8, Hendo 8, Elliot 9. Thought Elliot was incredible. Completely agree with you, Sean. Like Elliot, like I've just said, like I've just alluded to, this is the Elliot that we know. This is the Elliot that if you do your due diligence, just like I do, if you watched Blackburn, this is the Elliot that we thought was going to come to Liverpool. This is the Elliot we see in pre-season, when the lights aren't down, when the formations are a bit more loose, when Klopp's not asking him to do the dirty work. This is the Elliot we all want to see. Now we can get excited about a young prospect. Now we can start calling him Star Boy. Let's do it, because Elliot played well today, and I think he wants that pressure. He welcomes it. That's what's so good about him. Let's see some more comments. Best live show, no doubt. Paul, appreciate that so much. Really appreciate that. Here we go. Mr. Negative's back. Here we go. G, I just want to enjoy this one, bro. I just want to enjoy this one just for a second. Yeah, just for a second. I'm not going overboard, right? Not going overboard, but 9-0, bro. 9-0. We've got to get hyped at 9-0. We've got to enjoy this one. Like we said, G, let's see if we can enjoy that journey a little bit. You know, the little plug going in there. Let's see if we can enjoy that journey this season a little bit more. Let's stop going, right, long term. Let's stop wishing the days away. Let's enjoy this one. Now we look to Newcastle tomorrow. We look to signings. Gee, if we don't get signings, I'm going to be the first person questioning Jurgen, questioning FSG, questioning the backroom staff. I'm going to be the first person. But we do have to come out on a day like today. Passion, emotion, 9-0. I've got the feeling back. And that's what football's about. Football is about that feeling. And I've got it back today. So no one's taking that out. Not even you. Not even you, G. So for today, G, and you don't get it very often, but today, G, I am laying down the sword. The sword's out, and I'm cutting you off, bro. Cutting you off. I don't want that. I don't want that negativity, bro. You know what I mean? Don't want it. Don't bring it round here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm talking like a Mancunian. Not on today. Not today of all days. Let's look at some more comments. Let's get some more comments before we move on to rating attackers. Do you know what? FRMZ did say 7-0 before the game. So closest score prediction of the day, 100%. I don't think most clubs could deal with us fully fit on 4-2-3-1. This is the point. Clubs would not know what to do because we'd have the security in defence, we'd have the expression in attack, we could interchange. Like you're telling me Diaz couldn't play centre forward, central attacking midfield, right wing. You're telling me Carvalho couldn't come in and play central attacking midfield, centre forward, left wing, left central midfield. Think of the versatility we've got now within this squad. Because of the versatility we have, playing those players who are committed to the cause, who Pep Linders has trained and gone, chase. Intensity, yeah. Those who Pep Linders has said that to, your Milners, your Hendersons, your Fabinhos, those type of players now can occupy the double pivot. Thiago can occupy that double pivot when he comes back. But then give freedom now to the likes of Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Carvalho, Naby Keita if he comes back. Let's start giving these creative players the freedom they need because teams will not know what to do. They'll have to come out to pick them up. But guess what will happen? If defenders step out to pick these players up, then we've got players who are clever, like Firmino, who can step in behind. We've got Salah, who can run in the channels, who didn't play very well today, to be honest. We've got Diaz, who can run those channels in between the left back and the centre back. We've got so many options now. So let's go and do it. Let's go out there and do it. 100%. Exactly. Thiago and Fabinho in the back with Carvalho as the centre, with Salah and Diaz Nunes on top. Deadly. This is what I'm saying, deadly. Now, I'm giving so much props to Elliott today because we've seen a different Elliott. But Carvalho, for me, is still the one that is going to bring that next level play. Like, look how much time he needs today. Every game he's come on, he's had shots. He's had opportunities. He's made things happen. Today, that volley, by the way, that technique is insane. I would say that volley goal is better than Harvey Elliott's goal. Unbelievable technique. So we've got to give props to what Carvalho's doing on such little game time because he's having the time of his life up in here right now. Having the time of his life. Let me see what more comments we have in the building. Trent with relentless attacking too, Sean. Relentless. Yes, it was. FLB said, Ash, I said before the game, if you remember, you sure did. I don't want to give you too many props, but you did. You put me in my place. Oh, here we go. G's back again in a minute. Let me get this comment from G up in a minute. Fabinho was excellent on ball recovery. This is one thing that I do want to say about Fabinho. Fabinho, when played after he's had a rest, you can see the difference. This is why we need so much somebody to come in and be able to do Fabinho's role to give him that rest. Because today he came in, he was the street sweeper. He was on the late night shift. After people had been out all night and there was cans, there was cigarette butts, there was everything, doner meat, kebabs, takeaway buckets all over the floor, but Fabinho just came in, did his job on the street sweeper, sweeping everything up today. And that's what Fabinho does. He's the street sweeper for a reason, because he supports the team, but he also sets the attack off. He also is positive on the ball, and that's what we've been looking for. But Bajcetic came in again, and Bajcetic to me looks assured. He looks like an assured youngster. Give him a chance. Give him the chance in behind Fabinho. If we're asking you to bring one player in, we probably want someone who's got that box-to-box ability but can score goals from midfield. So don't worry about that defensive type of player, because let Bajcetic have that chance. He's someone who I would feel comfortable now coming in, playing alongside Henderson, playing alongside a Fabinho if we need to rest Henderson, and having that first team experience, because he looks like a quality player. G saying, shake my head. Shake your head all you want, boy. Look, the proof's in the pudding. 9-0. Shake away. But, gee, we've got to be happy today because it was 9-0, bro. 9-0. Yes, it was. Ash, do you think St. Maximan? I don't want to think about this. I don't want to think about this, but yes. Alan St. Maximan is going to cause some trouble, but hopefully we've got enough to see us cause them trouble, to make St. Maximan follow Trent back. Hopefully we're positive enough that we can counter the threat of Newcastle on the counter-attack. So it's a tough one. It is a tough one. If we're happy, we are overboard. If we point out the facts, when we lose, we are like Arsenal fan TV. I don't see why we can't call it how it is, win, lose, or draw. Completely agree. We're not here to just slate the club. We are here to be skeptical, to ask questions, because you as fans deserve questions. We will be the unbiased, honest opinion. We've got people that sway both ways. We've got some people on Kloppzone that might sway more positively and become by happy Reds, Jurgen Klopp in forever. We might have some people who are, oh yeah, we won 9-0, but did you see Robertson and Mo Salah today? But then we've got a balance. We bring every opinion, and it's about opinions. That's what football's like. That's what families are about. And we're a footballing family here at Kloppzone and at Liverpool Football Club. So we hope we represent everyone and give you a fair, unbiased opinion. Hopefully that comes across because that is what we want to do here. G's gutted today after he predicted a draw. I think this is it, because G's loving being at the top of the Super Six. So I think when his predictions go wrong, I don't think he likes it. I don't think he likes it. But, ladies and gentlemen, G would be on here today. He would be on here today. That's why he's in the comments. He can't make it onto the show, but he's in the comments because he loves you guys. He loves Liverpool. And that's what he's doing. Not G out for a while, G in. Hashtag G in. That's the new trend. So let me get your striking, your forward ratings for the game. Forward ratings for the game. This is what we need. And then we'll talk about the subs, what impact they had. So forward ratings before we carry on. And then we'll give an overall team rating. And then we will round the show up. I appreciate this, Sean. Not too many Liverpool YouTubers, podcasters that aren't honest and told the corporate line so they keep their exclusives. I admire YouTube channels like yourselves. Look, we would love access, and we do have access to the women's team. But we wouldn't be true to ourselves if we just said everything was glorious and rosy at Liverpool Football Club. We want to be the kind of bridge of transparency so you can see a little bit behind the scenes and we can also give you an unbiased opinion. We are positive. We love Liverpool. We don't want to burn Liverpool down in flames, okay? What we want is the best from our club, the best for our fan base. That's what means most to us, the fans, because we're fans. So your opinion, the way you feel about the club, what you know about the club is what's most important for us here at Kloppzone. That's why we're trying to give you that, as well as giving you the exclusive content from within the club, because we feel like we've got a nice balance going on, and that is what we want to do. Hopefully that lasts. If it doesn't, we're going to stay true to ourselves anyway. If we have to decide, we are staying on the side of the fans. Unbiased, honest opinions, because that's why we started this, and that's what we all love to do. So honest opinions from you. Liverpool Goal says, you're spot on, Sean. You're spot on. You really are. So let's go to the scores on the doors for the forwards. We've got Mo 6, Bobby 10, Diaz 9.5. I'm going to get to Bobby Firmino in a minute. Si, senor. Ooh la la. Diaz 9.5, Bobby 10, Salah 6, Mo 7, Bobby 10, Diaz 9. We've got Luke Chambers saying Diaz 9.5. Bossed it today, sure did. Bobby 10, Mo 6.5. We've got Diaz 8.5, Bobby 10, Mo 7.5, Carvalho 8. We'll get onto the subs in a little second. Man of the match, Bobby Firmino for FLBZ. Completely agree. Like we said at the beginning of the show, Bobby ran the show today. And last but not least, Sean Dock, Salah 7, Diaz 8, Bobby 9.5. I was harsh, in my match review. I gave Mo Salah a 5 because I'm looking back and thinking about this game. Two things scream out to me. Two howlers. Two gilt-edged chances that should have seen us 11-0 winners. Mo Salah is the most clinical person in Liverpool's history. The most clinical. For Mo to miss two chances like that and to not really have an impact on the game, I think Mo needs to focus on enjoying football. And what I say by that, today, you could see that when everybody else scores goals and we are 8-0, 7-0 up, Mo gets frustrated if he's not on the score sheet. Now, as a fan, I kind of like that because I want to see my strikers getting frustrated to want to score, to want to get lots of goals. But I also want to see my strikers enjoying other people's success as well. Now, I'm not saying Mo Salah wasn't. I'm not saying he didn't congratulate people, but enjoy your football, Mo. That's when you play best. Look at last season, at the beginning of last season. You were loving every second of it, creating chances, celebrating, smile on your face, no worries. Mo Salah is at his least effective when he's playing in his head, and we saw that today. Mo needs to go out there next game, freedom, relax. Don't worry about anything else other than just playing football. Mo Salah was. Salah was full of smiles today. In that first half, I've never seen Mo smile as much. He was loving it. He got frustrated towards the second half when he was missing chances. It's probably frustration with himself because he knows he could do better. Mo's the ultimate professional, so let's see what the next few matches bring. But like I said again, we've got to give honest opinions because if we don't, who are we? That's just my opinion. My opinion today was probably Mo was probably a 6 in hindsight. It's probably a 6 out of 10. I can't give him any higher because two gilt-edged chances at that elite level, it doesn't wash for me. We're lucky it was 9-0 because we'll forget about those. So, Mo, all your teammates are solid today, but let's step it up next game. Now, finally, I want you to give a rating for the man himself, the man that has been under scrutiny this week. I want you to give Jurgen Klopp and the management, the tactics, whatever you want. I want Jurgen Klopp's rating. So, everyone in the comments, I want you to hop on and give me Jurgen Klopp's rating for today's game. For those of you that have just joined, whilst you are giving me Jurgen Klopp's rating for today's game, what I'll do is I'll pull up the stats again so you can see the stats from the game. Liverpool, 19 shots, 12 on target. So much more efficient today. 675 passes, 86 of those complete, 86% of those, were complete, and 71% possession. We're dominating games, we're converting chances, we're hitting those percentages that we've been asking for. So a great game all round from the Reds. My four top performers today were Bobby, Elliott, Diaz, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. But let me see what ratings you have given the gaffer, the man himself, the Jurgmeister, Jurgen Klopp. 1,000, says Mohammed. FLBZ saying 20 out of 10 for Jurgen. Klopp, 9.5. That's the one. I'm around there. I'm around 9.5. I don't want to get carried away. At the same time, we played Bournemouth, so we've got to be real. But if it would have been 4-0, then I'd be like, okay, that's all right. That's what I expected. But 9-0, that's elite. That's top level. Bournemouth or not, don't think a 9-0. Yeah, exactly, Paul. Don't think a 9-0 can get any less than a 10 out of 10. I hear what you're saying. And if you look at it formation-wise, playing that double pivot in periods, having so much more fluidity within the formation, it was so nice to see. Carvalho coming on, seeing him on the right-hand side, right wing at points, scoring from the left-hand side as a left as a centre forward. Like, it's so nice. And I must say, that chemistry between Costas, Diaz, and Carvalho is really sexy. Really sexy. I want to see that more. I want to see Costas in the next game. What's your opinion, actually? I want to know your opinions on this. Do you want to see Costas start in the next game? It's against Newcastle, so they are a threat on the counter-attack, but Costas is showing intent every time he plays. He's showing creativity, he's showing decisiveness, he's showing that he can get forward, he's showing good link-up play, he's showing great communication with Diaz. Today, that assist for Carvalho was beautiful, by the way. That cushion pass so Carvalho could hit it perfect on the volley, that was ooh la la, je ne sais quoi. What do you think about Carvalho? Should he be playing next game? Let me read a few more Klopp ratings while we get to the Carvalho comments. Klopp gets a 9.5 for today. Klopp starts 1,000. Boss really shaped them. Klopp 10. That's one thing I want to know. Do you guys think that Klopp went into training this week and absolutely tore strips off the players? Do you think he made them realise, like, look, I've been all kumbaya, supported you, hugged you for the last 5, 6 years. But now it's time for you to hug me back with your performances on the pitch. You better show me what you can do because your positions are up for threat. People can come in now and take your positions. I think he's had a word because that performance today looked like a team that was fighting again. It looked like a team that was fighting again. Klopp and 9. I'm glad that he tried something new with our midfield. Bournemouth trained and expected a different Liverpool for this match. I completely agree. But at the same time, I do think that Bournemouth are struggling at the minute to decide on a formation. They don't know what the strongest starting lineup is. They're up in the air at the minute. They're not a team that have good cohesion. Like, look what's happened. We came up against Fulham, a team that knew exactly who was playing, who knew exactly what their roles were. They were strong, compact, and we struggled against them. Bournemouth today, lack of identity, and we can turn you over. And that's the difference in class between these Premier League teams. You've got your bottom teams like Bournemouth, you've got your elite teams like Liverpool. As soon as they smell blood, it's game over for you. You've got to fight, and Bournemouth didn't fight tonight. To score 9 out of the 12 shots on target is phenomenal. Such a good conversion rate today, like so clinical. Absolutely loved every second of it. Costa starting 100%. People are saying this is it. So Mikas can start for any big club in the Prem without question. This is what we've been saying. We need Costas in there. Sean Dock, it's been a pleasure. Catch you later. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully we see you again. G, keeping it G, Costas needs to start, man. Robbo is so robbed. So true, G. Like, Robbo again today just looked a bit, just looked a bit meh. I want to see Costas, guys. Look, Klopp. Let me just tap the camera for you. Klopp, if you're listening, start the man. Costas. The Scouts are Greek. Simikas. Do it. Just do it, bro. Come on. You did the 4-2-3-1. All we want now, Costas. That's it. See if Costas comes in. See if Klopp's listening. Simikas needs to start. Robbo have to rest from all that running he did today. Latif, I agree. Robbo's running to the ground. Robbo looks like that sheep that's about to go get sheared. He looks like that lamb that's about to go get, the lamb chops. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like. He looks tired and he's just like, you know what? Come on. Guys, come on. Give him a rest. Get Costas in next game. That is very true. Mohammed's comment, Bogdan's agreeing with you. Last season was very rough for us. Playing that many games, we need to rest. Yeah, we do. We need to rest certain players because last season, it was a case of we did every game we could play. So that's what confuses me. Why has FSG not gone out in summer and back this up with players that can come in of quality to support this fixture list? Klopp's the first person to come out and complain about the fixture list. So I don't know why we're not padding our squad out with a great depth in quality. Not just talking about personnel, quality and depth. so that we can go and we can achieve. That's all we're asking for. All we're asking for. Robbo's face looked tired. So true. He looked so tired. Costas and Carvalho should start next game, no doubt. Look, they were unbelievable off the bench again. Absolutely sensational. So I agree. Costas, Carvalho, get them in there, get them firing. We want to see them play. It's been an absolute pleasure coming on, sharing the thoughts with you after the game. Liverpool, 9-0 winners. Yes, you heard it. Liverpool, 9-0 winners. Unbelievable. Now let's go this week. I want to see FSG. I want to see Klopp backing this Liverpool team. I want to see signings coming in this week. I want another great performance against Newcastle at Anfield under the lights. I want to go and pick up another 3 points. Start putting this charge on now. Start putting pressure on the likes of Arsenal. Show Man City that, look, you ain't getting rid of us anytime soon. And then the positivity can come back, because once you get the positivity in our fans, once you get the positivity in our bellies, the fire, the hunger to fight back, that's when Liverpool are going to succeed the most. This game, I want to finish with this. This game has given me a whole new hope. And that's what it's about. It's given fans a glimmer of hope that Liverpool still have the fight in them. They've got the dog in them. Now what we need to do is exactly what G's saying. Keep up the momentum, and that will be perfect. Plus a few sprinkles of class in there, signings in. But Liverpool, back on the rise, back to winning ways. 3 points, 9 goals, and one hell of a debut goal from the man, Carvalho. And this is Match Rater. This is Kloppzone. Hit subscribe. And until next time, you'll never walk alone. Peace, people!